the Lady Devils. We want to welcome our visitors, our friends from Tuscola High School here for this non-conference matchup. And first of all, let's meet our visitors from Tuscola High School. First of all, number 18, Cheney Brown. Number 5, McKinley Rich. Number 20, Kirona Jackson. Now here's your starting lineup for your Mountaineers. Number 2 at catcher, Kinsey Messer. Number 7 in center field, Sydney Snowden. In the circle, number 11, Madison Brooks. At shortstop, number 8, Kendall Williamson. Behind the plate is going to be Olivia Warlick, number 9. At first base, number 14, Larkin Connor. In left field, number 12, Taylor Johnson. In right field, number 0, Mary Turner. And also pitching this afternoon is going to be number 21, Amelia Deal. And your Mountaineers are coached by our good friends, head coach Bronson Cook, assisted by J.C. Cook and Samantha Young. Your Tuscola Mountaineers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would welcome your Lady Devils. First of all, number 34, Addison Schuler. Number 22, Allie Stevenson. Number 20, Campbell Wagenka. Number 13, Emma Maney. Number 9, Ariel Dehart. Number 8, Jaden Smiley. Number 3, Mackenzie Bird. And here are your starters. In right field, number 4, Reese Ammons. Over at third base, number 27, Emmylou Cutler. Your DP, number 17, Madeline Bird. In center field, number 14, Molly Woodard. At shortstop, number 23, Kennedy Anthony. Over at first base, number 15, Aria Tornita. At second base, number 5, Hadley Schuler. Behind the plate, number 10, Carly Tisateski. Over in left field, number 2, Daisy Frizzell. And in the circle, number 7, Riley Rawls. Your Lady Devils are coached by head coach Toby Burrell, associate head coach Kenzie Eagleman, assisted by Robbie Brown, Amanda Carson, and Brandon Cutler. Ladies and gentlemen, your Lady Devils. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please rise and please remove your caps as we face the American flag and we honor those who protect and serve our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies, play ball. Had to throw that in. I'll put that right there. Well, Joe, I guess we're ready. Fans, welcome in to Swain County High School. We appreciate you joining us here as we get things underway. On the top of the first inning on the Maroon Devils Network, the Tuscola Mountaineers and our Lady Devils. Riley Rawls, first pitch, going to be missing for a ball. Riley won a game against Smoky Mountain just a few days ago for our season opener. Not only pitched a gem, only 1 run scored all day, but also 4 for 4 with her bat at the plate. And that pitch is in high for a ball 2. Leading off here for Tuscola is going to be Kinsey Messer, wearing number 2. And now some of the numbers here I've got on their starting lineup are a little confusing. One says pitcher, one says number 1. And to me, that's both the same position. But we'll get it figured out as the day goes on. And also they have a number 2 and a catcher, which that's the same position. But hey, we'll figure it out. And I'm not going to give my good friend Bronson Cook a lot of grief because he's the head coach for Tuscola and a longtime friend. He and his family are really good people, of course. And there's a strike in. Oh, no. Now they're going to say ball 4. So Kinsey Messer is on with a walk, the first walk of the ball game here. And so she leads off, and that's going to bring up Sydney Snowden, the center fielder for Tuscola. The Mountaineers in their solid black with gold trim. Our Lady Devils in mostly white with some maroon trim. Nice-looking uniforms here on this very, very nice Wednesday afternoon. The sun is starting to set. We're starting a little later today. Here's a ground ball to second base. Hadley on over to short. Kennedy on over to first. Throw is going to be wide. So the batter, Sydney Snowden, is going to be on with a throwing error there. But we got the lead runner at second base for out number 1 as Madison Brooks, number 11, will step in now for Tuscola. Tuscola had a big win over Franklin in their season opener. They beat Franklin 11-6 in extra innings, and Franklin is one of the top teams in the mountains in softball every year. So that's a very impressive win, even though it did go to extra innings for the Tuscola softball team. They're blessed with good hitting. That's what they really hang their hat on, is really good hitting. They hit the ball. Here's a ground ball over to Kennedy. She goes to first. Got the batter, and the player down at first base moves on to second, talking about Sydney Snowden. But Madison Brooks grounds out to shortstop. So 2 down now. 1 runner still at second base. That is Sydney Snowden. And on deck now at the plate is going to be the cleanup batter, Kendall Williamson, the starting shortstop for the Mountaineers. Pitch in for a strike from the always impressive Riley Rawls. I'm not sure we have enough adjectives to describe how Riley pitches and how she hits the ball, but she has obviously started off this 26th season with a bang with a big, there's a ground ball right back to Riley for an easy out, number 3. So top of the first inning, Tuscola goes scoreless, and the Lady Devils will be coming to bat after we take this timeout.
Thank you for being a sustaining member of Maroon Devils Network Live. Now that the fall sports season is over, we'd like you to stick around and enjoy the countless hours of winter and spring sports yet to be broadcasted on Maroon Devils Network. Even if you're not interested in basketball, women's soccer, baseball, wrestling, or softball, your continuing support of $5.99 per month is a huge help to the Swain Athletic Program, as it gives us funding to help all of these sports. Every penny of your support goes directly to our student athletes to help their teams. So remember to let it ride so we can keep this Maroon machine running. Thank you.
Fans, welcome back. Joe Holt and Gary Ayers with you here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Non-conference softball matchup between our homestanding Lady Devils and the visiting Tuscola Mountaineers, two of the top teams in Western North Carolina softball, squaring off. Some really good coaches in both dugouts, some good players in both dugouts, and in the top of the first inning, Riley Rawls kept Tuscola scoreless, and she's going to lead off at the plate here for the Lady Devils in the bottom of the first inning. And boy, she got hit by a pitch. There's the first base runner for the Lady Devils. She got hit kind of on the ankle there, trying to get out of the way, but could not. So I'm sure she's going to have a courtesy runner coming in, and there she comes as Riley goes off and reserves her energy for hitting and pitching. And now coming in is going to be Mackenzie Bird, who is always doing a good job as the courtesy runner. And now batting is going to be Daisy Frizzell. But talking about Riley, she went 4 for 4 against Smoky Mountain. 4 doubles that were just ripped every time. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day at the plate than 4 doubles that basically went all the way to the fence each time. Daisy hitting now. Carly Tistateski is going to be on deck, as our Lady Devils already threatening here on the bottom of the first inning. Pitch in, missing high for a ball. In the circle here for Tuscola is going to be Madison Brooks, wearing number 11, a right-hander. We'll talk about the Tuscola defense here in just a minute. Madison now going in with the windup and the throw. That pitch in the dirt, heading on down to second base, and sliding in safely is going to be Mackenzie Bird with a stolen base. So the Lady Devils now in scoring position. Mackenzie at second. Talking about the Tuscola defense, down at first base is Amelia Deal. Over at second base is Olivia Warlick. Over at third base is Larkin Connor. At shortstop, Kendall Williamson. Behind the plate is Kenzie Messer. The outfield for Tuscola. Center fielder is Sydney Snowden. In left field, Taylor Johnson. And in right field, Mary Turner. That is your defense for the Mountaineers. And there's an attempted bunt, kind of a slap hit, if you will. from Daisy Frizzell. Still hanging in there. As we mentioned, McKenzie moved on over to second base with that stolen base as a courtesy runner for Riley Ross. 3-2 the count now on Daisy. Carly on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch, and that's going to be high for ball 4. So the Lady Devils now with 2 runners on with Carly and a very big stick at the plate. Carly had a great year hitting last year for the Lady Devils. Hadley Schuler is going to be on deck hitting number 4 as the sun is starting to slowly sink over the mountaintop over toward Hazel Creek, as we like to say, here on the first Wednesday in March. Pitch in, missing for a ball. Lady Devils again, very impressive season opening win against Smoky Mountain just a few days ago. We had no trouble in that 5-inning contest. Pitch in for a strike to Carly. I think this is going to be a tougher game today. I think Tuscola has some really good bats in Kinsey Messer, Sydney Stoughton, Kendall Williamson. All these 3 players all hit over 400 last year. So I expect a tougher game today. Here is a very high pop-up, and it's going to be caught by the catcher. And boy, close at second base. Diving back is McKenzie as the pitcher fired on down to second, and it was really close to being a double play, but 1 down. As Carly pops up to the pitcher here for 1 down. Hadley Schuler batting with Aria Toinita on deck. I was giving Aria a little grief over there before the game. Just wanted to make sure I got her name right. She said, "Yep, you got it right." Okay, so outstanding freshman, by the way, at first base for the Lady Devils. Hadley Schuler, an outstanding second baseman at the plate. Pitch low for a ball, and heading on down to third and in safely. Again, Mackenzie Bird. That's why she's out there as a courtesy runner. She has already stolen 2 bases now. Here in the bottom of the first inning, and now down at third base in scoring position for sure for Hadley Schuler. Let's see if Hadley can bring her in with the game's first RBI. Pitch outside for a ball. In the coaching box over at first base is Kinsey Eagleman. Of course, Toby Burrell over in the coaching box at third. Down at first base is Daisy Frizzell. Here comes the pitch, going to be fouled off. Boy, I tell you what, Daisy took off and was halfway there, but has to come back. She has got a quick first step. A lot of softball and baseball coming up. I think our Maroon Devil baseball boys are going to be playing this Friday, a game that was, I think, postponed from today. This is on a Wednesday. And here goes an easy trot down to second base by Daisy. No throw down to second with Mackenzie Bird down at third base. Only 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first inning, scheduled for 7. There's another foul ball going to be out of play.
Full count again.
Hadley taking her cuts on another full count now, 3-2. You can see the grass is starting to green up a little bit here with some of this really warm weather we've had off and on in the past several days. It looks like maybe some more warm weather on the way, which is great for softball and baseball. There's another foul ball. I'll never forget, though, I know Joe Holt remembers, we were playing Hawassi, I think it was Hawassi Dam, and I went back and looked at the video. Of course, you can go and play it back. There was a batter from Hawassi Dam, fouled off 9 pitches. I'll never forget it. It was just one of the craziest thing I've ever seen. Here's a pop that's going to be caught over at second base. Good play over there. That ball looked like it might be going to be dropping in for a base hit. But a good play at second base by Olivia Warlick, and that's going to be out number 2. But it looked like for a moment it was going to drop over the infield for a base hit. Our runner is still at second and third, Aria Toinita, our freshman first baseman, stepping in now with 2 down and 2 on. A base hit could potentially score 2. Let's see what happens here. Off-speed pitch in for a ball. Looking in, getting the sign now with the pitch is going to be Brooks, the right-hander. Pitch missing low, ball 2. Madison Brooks again. Pitching, a senior for Tuscola. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors on their lineup. They also have a couple of freshmen. So there's a shot. That's going to be a base hit into left field. It's going to be one run will score. And now rounding first and heading on into second. Heads up base running over there for Aria Tornita. So a big base hit and our first RBI. Now the runners at second and third. Daisy held at third because the left fielder really made a good play. Taylor Johnson got to the ball quickly and got the ball back to the infield. So now runners second and third. Kennedy Anthony, our senior shortstop at the plate. Always a tough out. Pitch outside for a ball. One thing about Brooks we can see early, she's got a lot of pop on her fastball. She can bring it. She has a blazing fastball, as does Riley Rawls. I think Riley Rawls may have the best off-speed pitch I've seen. There's a shot into right field. Well, actually left center field, and it's going to score 2. Heading on into second base and safely with a stand-up double and 2 RBIs, Kennedy Anthony. 2 RBIs on that big double into left center field. A hard shot. So now Kennedy giving the Lady Devils a 3-0 lead, and Molly Woodard, your batter. Molly, our outstanding center fielder, covers a lot of territory and does it well. Our defense is, I think, outstanding. As we talked to Kennedy and Riley after the game the other day, talking about how well the defense backed up there's a pitch in for a strike to Molly. Talking about how our defense really did a good job backing up the pitching effort of Riley Rawls. And, of course, Carly Desateski behind the plate. Our defense was very solid, allowing only 1 run. That's a good day. Pitch in for a ball. Again, Kennedy Anthony, one of our senior leaders, down at second base with that big 2 RBI double. The outfield kind of moving in just a little bit with that runner at second base. Molly with a foul ball over the dugout, out of play. Madeline Bird is going to be on deck. Followed by Emmylou Cutler. Molly digging back in as we get the ball in play here. Pitch going to be, it's going to be getting by the catcher, and heading on down to third now is going to be Kennedy with 2 out now at third base. Ball just got away from the catcher briefly, and
2-2's the count.
2-2 the count now with 2 down. Molly with a base hit could bring in run number 4. There's a ground ball. It's going to be the shortstop on over to first base. It's going to be in time. So we leave 1, but we got 3, and we go to the top of the second. Our Lady Devils on top, 3-0. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back to Swain County High School. 1 inning gone, and it's a 3-0 Lady Devil lead with 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning. And now it's going to be Olivia Warlick coming on to bat, and she rips one into right field. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to be the first base hit of the day for Tuscola. A single to right field. Olivia Warlick, the second baseman for the Tuscola Mountaineers, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Larkin Connor, with a runner at first base and nobody out. Taylor Johnson, left fielder, will be on deck behind Larkin. Pitch high for a ball from Riley Rawls. Jumping off a little bit of a lead is Warlick over at first base. Again, Tuscola, a good team. So I think we're going to see a pretty competitive game today. Here comes a pitch in, and an attempted bunt is not going to work. Hanging at first base is Warlick, with nobody out, just underway here on the top of the second. Riley Rawls with the windup and the pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. Now, again, this is speculative. We'll check with Coach Toby Burrell about the true schedule, but there's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So a good job by Riley Rawls striking out Larkin Connor. Again, this is subject to change, but we might be hosting Murphy next Tuesday. And if so, that is a huge conference game. I really think the conference is going to be decided between our Lady Devils, Murphy, and Robbinsville. Those are going to be big games, both home and away. Pitch in for a ball. Taylor Johnson, the left fielder, batting with Turner on deck. Mary Turner on deck here for Tuscola. Got a runner at first base with one down. There's a swing and a miss. Well, I tell you, Riley's fastball is Tuscola's just a split second behind it so far. And now we're seeing the sun go down, and well, I tell you, when the sun goes down, the temperature goes down with it. Pitch high for a ball. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Good throw by Carly. Good coverage down there by Aria Tonita. And I tell you, that says a lot when you're a freshman to break in this Lady Devil lineup. That says a lot about your ability if you can start for this team as a freshman. This is a solid team. Pitch in. Boy, just missing for a ball.
3-1.
3-1 the count now. Olivia Warlick still down at first base after that leadoff single. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be, wow, I thought that was strike 3, but that's 3-2. Full count. 3-2 the count now on Taylor Johnson. Mary Turner on deck. The left fielder and right fielder hitting back-to-back. For head coach Bronson Cook and his daughter, assistant J.C. Cook, and assistant Samantha Young. Oh, boy, there's a strikeout. That's 2 in a row for Riley Rawls, her second strikeout of the day. So Riley, after giving up a base hit to open up the second inning, has set down the 2 batters in a row. 2 out now with Mary Turner, the batter with 1 on. Mary, the right fielder, wearing number 0. Amelia Deal is going to be on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Riley Rawls, of course, going to be pitching for the Mars Hill Lions next spring. Over at, of course, Mars Hill. Here's the windup and the throw. Swing and a miss for a pitch. A lot of our coaches and teachers here at Swain County High School over many years are graduates and alums of Mars Hill. A lot of Lions here at Swain County High School. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike three. 3 in a row for Riley Rawls. So the opening base hit got stranded, and we go to the bottom of the second with the Lady Devils up 3-0. We'll be back. Fans, here we go. Bottom of the second inning. Madeline Bird, Emmy Lou Cutler, Reese Ammons and company are going to be batting here on the bottom of the second. First pitch in, going to be high for a ball from the right-hander, Madison Brooks. In the pitching circle for the Tuscola Mountaineers. And again, leading off here for the Lady Devils is going to be our designated player, Madeline Bird. And off-speed pitch gets in there for a strike. 1-1. Emmy Lou on deck. Emmy Lou over at third base today for the Lady Devils. As again, the sun sets and now the lights are on. I just realized that, Joe. I looked up and, hey, we're playing under the lights here. Pitch in, missing outside for a ball. So 2-1 with the lights on, and obviously when that sun goes down, it doesn't take long to get dark, and the light gets dim in a hurry. But this, I believe, here's the pitch now from Brooks. It's going to be in the dirt for a ball, and that's going to be, I couldn't tell if that was ball four or she might. Yeah. It's going to be ball four, so Madeline is on. That's the second walk given up today by Madison Brooks. Emmy Lou Cutler batting now. And we're going to have a courtesy runner again coming in. And coming in is going to be, this is Reese Ammons, number 4, coming in. And at the plate is going to be Emmy Lou Cutler. So Reese is playing right field. And now she's going to be base running for the Lady Devils. And that means it's going to be Riley Rawls on deck following Emmy Lou here. I've got to wonder if Emmy Lou Cutler is named after Emmy Lou Harris. That's the first thing that comes to mind. No? Okay. Okay. I love Emmy Lou Harris. Had so many great songs back in the day. So, and Emmy Lou Cutler doing a good job for the Lady Devils. There's a foul ball. As the Lady Devils already have a runner on and a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Emmy Lou starting at third base today for our Lady Devils. And Emmy Lou also is a freshman. There's a shot to the shortstop. She bobbled it. And, hey, getting on over there is going to be Emmy Lou. So she really hit a shot down there to the shortstop, who really couldn't get it out of her glove to get the force play at second base. So now the Lady Devils have runners at first and second with nobody out. And that's a tough position for the pitcher to be in now with Riley Rawls at the plate. Riley got hit by a pitch first time up. And this pitch is going to be in for a ball. But Riley had a big day against Smoky Mountain. 4 doubles, 4 for 4. Daisy Frizzell on deck, followed by Carly Tisateski here. Again, nobody out, 2 on. Bottom of the second here live on the Maroon Devils Network. Pitch outside for a ball. The Maroon Devil baseball team just finishing up practice on the baseball field next door. And we wish them luck getting their season underway as well. As I think they were going to be playing today as we're playing softball, but I think that game got moved up to Friday. So got 3-0 count now on Riley Rawls. Again, it's got to pick your pitches on what you throw to Riley. There's ball 4, pitch really high. And Riley's been on twice, and now the bases are loaded. And I have a feeling that we're going to see a courtesy runner coming on as Coach Toby Burrell holds up play and coming on to run. Kind of the designated runner for Riley is Mackenzie Bird, who stole 2 bases last time she came in to run for Riley and, of course, scored our first run. And now head coach Bronson Cook on to talk with his Lady Mountaineers with the bases loaded and nobody out. This is a tough position to be in with Daisy Frizzell and Carly Tisateski and Hadley Schuler coming up to bat. I mean, these are big bats. I know Tuscola has some good bats as well, but man, when you have the bases loaded, no out with these strong hitters coming up, it's tough. It's one of those positions you don't want to be in, if you know what I mean, in the world of fast pitch girls softball, which is just, I tell you, talking about women's softball is growing by leaps and bounds at the college level with the Collegiate World Series out in Oklahoma every year. They are just, they now have a couple of players in women's collegiate softball that are under contract for $1 million a year. I kid you not. As a collegiate softball pitcher. Pitch low for a ball. So collegiate softball is really growing. The TV ratings are high. And obviously some of the NIL money that some of the college athletes are getting these days. Very high. Pitch high for a ball again. So a quick 2-0 here. Daisy Frizzell walked last time. 1, 2, let's see. 3 walks given up so far today by pitcher Madison Brooks for Tuscola. Here's the windup. There's a ground ball to second base, and they go home with it, and it's going to be no good, not in time. Scoring from third, doing an outstanding job. Wow, that was a very, very close play. Very close play, but a great job over there for Reese Ammon sliding head first into home play with that run. That was extremely close. I can understand why head coach Bronson Cook comes up and wants to question it, because that could have gone either way. That was very close. So again, Daisy Frizzell with a ground ball, a fielder's choice, and an RBI on that forced play at home. Normally, you know, when coaches go out and talk to umpires, sometimes the umpires will confer with each other. Sometimes they might change a call, but normally not the case. Normally, especially a call at home plate, it normally stands. Here's a shot into right field. This one is going to be over the right fielder's head, and this was going to go all the way to the fence, rounding second and coming into third. Here comes a throw to third base. Not going to be in time. 3 RBIs off the bat of Carly Tisateski with a stand-up triple. 3 RBIs. Bases loaded. The right fielder kind of, I think, maybe misjudged that just a little bit. She started in and then realized, oh, man, it's over my head, and had to track that one down at the fence. And Coach Cook might be making a change here. I don't know. But, boy, that was a tough play for Tuscola. And now the Lady Devils are up 7-0. This is a 4-run second inning. And, boy, that was a tough break. That ball was well hit by Carly, and we know she can hit it out with one swing of the bat. And we are going to see a new pitcher coming in. Coming in is going to be Kendall Williamson, the shortstop. And obviously playing shortstop, she has a good arm, and she's going to be coming in a right-hander and pitch now for Tuscola here in the bottom of the second inning. As Carly will stay at third with still nobody out. And talking to both coaches, Bronson Cook and, of course, our Toby Burrell. I've known both these guys since literally we were all kids and many, many years ago. And there's a lot of respect for these two teams. And they both are very capable of playing good softball. Our Lady Devils beat Smoky Mountain in 5 innings the other day. Tuscola had a really big win over a strong Franklin team, 11-6 in extra innings. That was a 6-6 ball game from what I was told. And then Tuscola scored 5 in, I think, the 8th inning to win that game over Franklin. And again, Franklin, one of the top teams in the mountains, and our Maroon Devils, our Lady Devils, are going to be playing some of the top teams. Tuscola, one of those, I think, in the top 10. Murphy is a very good team. Inca, maybe the best team in the mountains. They are just strong every year. Of course, I think they're 5A or maybe even 6A, at least 5A. Robbinsville, very good as well. So we're going to be playing some tough teams. There's a foul ball. Carly all the way around to third base. As Hadley Schuler steps in. Hadley popped out to second base. Her first time. Aria Toinita on deck. There's a high pop-up. Should be a pretty simple play. And there is the pitcher who has moved over to shortstop now. And that's Madison Brooks, the shortstop and pitcher. Changed positions, coming on Kendall Williamson to pitch. And Madison Brooks moved over to shortstop as she pulls that one down. And that, believe it or not, I think is the first out. Here in the bottom of the second inning, our Lady Devils have come ready to play, and they have hit the ball hard here in two innings of play. Pitch in low for a ball to Aria. Kennedy Anthony on deck, who had a huge hit earlier as well with a big double and 2 RBIs. But if our Lady Devils keep hitting the ball the way we are today and the way we did, there's a shot right at center field, going to be caught, a line drive, and Carly holds at third base. That was a very good play out there, by the way, by Sydney Snowden in center field. That ball was a line drive, but it started dropping, and she caught that ball about knee level, and that ball was well hit. So Aria really hit a shot into center field. 2 out now. Kennedy Anthony batting. Carly at third. Kennedy ripped a big double into left center field last time. Pitch in for a ball. Some of our batters like left center field. We saw a bunch of really good hits into that area against Smoky Mountain in that 5 inning game. Here's a high, just kind of a floater right over third base, just enough in for a base hit, but it scores an RBI. So Kennedy is 2 for 2 and another RBI here. So a single and her third RBI. And our Lady Devils here have an 8-0 lead. 5 runs here in the bottom of the second inning. Molly Woodard grounded to shortstop last time. Batting now with 2 down. Foul ball off the bat of Molly. Oh. Wow, taken off from first base, and now, oh man, getting up slowly, but boy, I hope Kennedy's okay. She is a very, very, very good player. And she does get back to first base, but man, that would be a big hole to fill if Kennedy can't play shortstop. She's got one of the best arms in the area. She is strong right arm, good bat. 2 down now as, again, Molly steps back in. Molly, one of our seniors. A lot of senior leadership on this team, I think. There's a kind of a slap hit that goes foul. Madeline Bird is going to be on deck. 2 strikes, 2 out. And the lights on here at Swain County High School. A later start today, 5:30 as opposed to kind of what we were seeing last year, a 4 o'clock start normally. But, hey, things change. There's a pitch in. That's going to be strike number 3, I'm afraid. We leave 1 on base, but, hey, we get 5 across the plate in the bottom of the 2nd. So our Lady Devils in charge, 8-0. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd after this. Pinch, here we go, top of the 3rd, and leading off here for the Tuscola Mountaineers, Amelia Deal, their first baseman. And the pitch in from Riley Rawls going to be low for a ball. 1-0 the count here as we get the 3rd inning underway. Again, the lights are on as the sun has set, and you can see the darkness slowly moving in. Here's the pitch from Riley. Pitch in, call strike, 1-1. One thing about it, I think this is our last softball game before the time changes on Sunday. Daylight savings time moves in this weekend, and if you're a sports fan like a lot of us are, that means 1 hour extra of daylight. And that might mean Coach Burrell will have longer practices. I don't know. So I don't know. Some of the girls are probably thinking, "Oh no," But no, I say that in jest. But Coach Toby Burrell doing a great job. 25 years this year coaching Lady Devil softball, and such a great winning tradition over so many years of outstanding playoff softball down at Walnut Creek. That are some of my greatest memories of any kind of sports. Here's a foul ball off the bat of Amelia Deal. And on deck is going to be their top of the lineup, and Kinsey Messer. But Coach Burrell there were so many years there that these Lady Devils just ruled the Smoky Mountain Conference. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Kennedy gets a glove on it, but lost her balance, can't make the throw, but prevents it from going into the outfield. So an infield single here to get things underway for Tuscola. Now, some people would say, hey, that was an error. I don't know. I think when you have to dive for a ball like that, I'm not sure that's an error. She did her best, and I would say that's an infield single. Kinsey Messer batting now. Got a walk last time. The leadoff batter for Tuscola, and they're black with gold trim. Pitch in for a ball. On deck is going to be Sydney Snowden. Again, Tuscola's strength, I think, is scoring runs. They like to hit. But so far today, not having much success against Riley Rawls. Of course, Riley There's an off-speed pitch, going to be a slow grounder. On over to first in time, digging it up. Good job by Aria over there. Aria Tornada got that on one hop and dug it out of the dirt. And that's an out. So good job defensively for the Lady Devils over there. Emmylou Cutler digging it up and getting the out at first base. So one down. Runner at second now, though, as Amelia moves on around to second base for Tuscola. Sydney Snowden got on with an error last time. But talking about top players, we were talking about Carly Tisateski, I think one of the top 3 catchers in the Western North Carolina area. Riley Rawls, it goes without saying, one of the top pitchers in Western North Carolina. Pitch high for a ball. And we're proud of Riley getting her college paid for. Playing softball for the Mars Hill Lions next spring. Going to do my best to get over there and watch Riley. Off-speed pitch just missing for a ball. One down here, top of the third. Lady Devils in control here early, 8-0. Tuscola, though, with a runner at second. Snowden with the windup now. Riley Rawls with the pitch fouled off out of play. On deck will be Madison Brooks. And a lot of high school baseball and softball play under the lights. Some teams don't. Some schools don't have lights actually for baseball and softball, so it depends on the individual school circumstances, as if they play earlier, later. I know a lot of the teams in the Mountain 8 Conference that Tuscola is a member of do play at 7 o'clock. They like those later games. Of course, one of the reasons they do, all the schools have lights. Here's a ball just foul on the third base side. All the schools have lights now that Smoky Mountain just put in lights last year in baseball. But most of the schools have a JV game like at 4 or 4:30. Then the varsity plays at 6:30 or 7. And that's the reason why varsity plays later with JV, softball, and baseball teams. Another foul ball out of play. This one over on the baseball diamond where the Maroon Devils practiced earlier today. We wish them well as the season gets underway for those guys here in Friday. I think they're going to be good. I think it's going to be Swain and Hayesville for the baseball title. Pitch outside for a ball. Count runs full, 3-2 with one down. I know Hayesville has some outstanding pitching, and so that's going to be, I think that's going to be a good race between our Maroon Devils and the Hayesville Yellow Jackets in baseball. Another foul ball. Hang it in there. Tuscola's Sydney Snowden staying alive with her bat now, 3-2. One down and fouling him off with a runner at second. Riley Rawls looking in. Carly behind the plate. Here comes another foul ball. And I'll try to check with head coach Toby Burrell, possibly on a post-game show, about that potential matchup with Murphy next Tuesday here. And that is a huge conference game. Those are going to be big games here and on the road with Robbinsville and Murphy. I think those are the 3 favorites in the Smoky Mountain Conference in softball this year. They have been for a while. Hiwassee Dam has had some good years. There's a swing and a miss off speed, and that really got her handcuffed, and that's going to be a strikeout. But Snowden hung in there and really worked it as much as she could, but that off speed is, again, one of the toughest pitches I've seen. As Joe and I were talking during the break, we've seen a couple of those tough ones here tonight. Madison Brooks batting now, grounded to shortstop last time. Riley, there's a well-hit ball. It's going to be caught in left field. Outstanding catch out there. That was well hit off the bat of Madison Brooks, but an outstanding play defensively for our Lady Devils. And again, Daisy Frizzell pulls it in for out number 3. And they leave one stranded as we go to the bottom of the third. It's 8-0. Lady Devils will be back.
Thank you for being a sustaining member of Maroon Devils Network Live. Now that the fall sports season is over, we'd like you to stick around and enjoy the countless hours of winter and spring sports yet to be broadcasted on Maroon Devils Network. Even if you're not interested in basketball, women's soccer, baseball, wrestling, or softball, your continuing support of $5.99 per month is a huge help to the Swain Athletic Program as it gives us funding to help all of these sports. Every penny of your support goes directly to our student athletes to help their teams. So remember to let it ride so we can keep this Maroon machine running. Thank you.
Fans, welcome back. Reese Ammons will lead off for the Lady Devils here on the bottom of the third inning with a strong 8-0 lead over a good Tuscola team. Swing and a miss for a strike one. Again in the circle coming on for Tuscola, Kendall Williamson, who started at shortstop but comes in, and Madison Brooks now at shortstop for the Mountaineers. As we get things going here in the bottom of the third with the lights on at Swain County High School. Pitch low for a ball. Reese batting, and Riley Rawls is going to be on deck. Our Lady Devils basically have batted around, I think, twice. So getting it done here with the bats. Pitch low for a ball. But the conference season is just around the corner. And again, our Lady Devils a very competitive schedule with some of the best teams in the mountains on that schedule. There's a foul ball off the bat of Reese, as we mentioned earlier. And again, this is just from the schedule I saw online that was posted by Swain Athletics. We are supposed to be hosting Murphy on Tuesday, March 10th. Then on Thursday, March 12th, we go to Enka. There's Reese swing and a miss for a strike three. And Enka, by the way, is ranked as the #1 softball team in the mountains. According to that schedule, we'll play there next Thursday. And then next Friday, again, according to that schedule, we may be at Murphy. But again, that is subject to change. And be sure and watch social media so you can keep up with what might change in the situation. Emmy Lou Cutler batting now. Amy Lou got on last time. Again, outstanding freshman here. There's a ground ball in play to third base. On over to first. It's going to be in time, and that's going to be out number 2. So 2 down now, and let's see. Again, we had just a little shuffle here on the batting lineup. Now it's going to be Riley coming up. So top of the order, so to speak, with 2 out, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the third inning. Riley on the day has been hit by a pitch and walked in 2 times. Daisy Frizzell will be on deck. The windup and the throw going to be in for a strike. from Kendall Williamson, one of the seniors on this Tuscola team. Very good hitter as well, but so far showing she can pitch also. Here's the windup. Riley just showed she can hit. She ripped it to left field, but right at the left fielder. So that's going to be out number 3. And for the first time today, our Lady Devils go down 1-2-3. We'll be back with the top of the 4th inning after this timeout. Fans, welcome back. We have strike 1, and we have a new pitcher throwing those strikes. We're talking about our freshman, Aria Toinita, in the pitching circle here, getting some experience. Riley Rawls, of course, our ace, moving over to first base. And Tuscola batting here in the top of the 4th inning. And again, a freshman getting some game experience. Coach Toby Burrell and his staff working on that. Batting is Kendall Williamson, their cleanup batter. Off-speed pitch going to be floating high. Kendall, last time up, grounded to the pitcher, actually. On deck will be Olivia Warlick and Larkin Connor. For the Mountaineers, under the lights here at Swain High. It's been a fast game already, top of the 4th inning. There's a foul ball. But Aria Toinita, one of our very talented freshman on this very good Lady Devils softball team. And it's an outstanding idea to get her some game experience in the pitching circle. There's another foul ball. We know what Riley Rawls can do, and sometimes Riley might need a rest. And it's always good to have an outstanding backup pitcher. And I think that is just going to bode well for the future for the Lady Devils here. Pitch low on the ball, and that's going to be in the dirt. Carly digs it up, full count now. On the cleanup batter, Kendall Williamson, who came on to pitch in relief for Tuscola, the starting shortstop normally. And the shortstop and pitcher just switched positions here. Pitch in, that's going to be ball 4. So that was close. That was close. Olivia Warlick batting now. She is only one of 2 hits the Mountaineers have on the day. And the Lady Devils both times have left those base runners stranded with good pitching and good defense. Warlick, the second baseman for Tuscola now with Williamson at first base. The windup and the throw, and charging hard from first base over there was Allie Stevenson, I believe, is maybe anticipating a bunt or a slap hit. Allie still kind of moving in a little bit. Pitch in for a strike. One thing we can see already, Aria Tonita has a good fastball. She can bring it. And as she matures as an athlete, that's only going to get better. Pitch in, pick out throw to first, not in time. That last pitch in for a ball. Tuscola trying to get on the scoreboard here on the top of the fourth inning. They've had runners on base just about every inning, but and there is, a great catch by Hadley Schuler. How about that? Hadley goes into short right field, catches that what looked like to be a sure single, and with the base runner way off base, also thinking it was going to be in for a single, an easy double up, double play. So man, what a play by Hadley Schuler at second base, going into shallow right field, kind of right behind first base with a great catch. A great catch and a big double play. So nobody on now, 2 out. Larkin Connor batting. Larkin struck out last time, the starting third baseman for Tuscola. But again, we've talked about that, the outstanding defense that the Lady Devils have behind whoever is in that pitching circle. Pitch just missing low for a ball. But, man, what a play. That's the defensive play of the day so far by Hadley Schuler out there. That ball looked like a sure base hit. But just a good play by Hadley Schuler at second base. Pitch in for a strike. Nobody on now. 2 down. Lady Devils up 8-0 here in the top of the fourth inning. As it is starting to get not quite as daylight as it was when we started about an hour ago. Pitch in, call strike 2. So Aria just rips a fastball by. But again, next week when we bring you more softball, we'll have extra daylight. As daylight savings time kicks in after midnight this Sunday. There's a foul ball over on the top of the baseball dugout. So boy, I tell you, when the ball hits that tin roof, you can hear it. Aria back on the pitching rubber. The windup now. And the pitch going to be in. Boy, that just missed.
Full count.
Full count now.
Payoff pitch coming up.
Larkin Connor. 3-2, 2 out, nobody on. Top of the fourth. Aria gets the pitching signal and looks at her numbers on her forearm, and that's going to be a ball 4. That's going to bring up Taylor Johnson, who struck out last time, the starting left fielder for Tuscola. Wearing number 12, Mary Turner, is going to be on deck. So now Tuscola with a runner at first. But obviously the Lady Devil coaching staff have a lot of, there's a pitch in for a strike, a lot of confidence, I think, in Aria Tonita, bringing her into pitch and getting some real game experience. You know, it's one thing pitching against your own teammates in practice. It's different against a new opponent. And again, under the lights, it's just different. Pitch in, call, second strike, 0-2 quickly. As anybody who plays sports, you know, scrimmaging against your own teammates is one thing, but playing a different opponent is totally different animal, no doubt. Here's a hard shot, this one out of play, coming right at us over here at our venue outside the right field fence. That one also on the baseball field. Ball was well hit, but just went foul. down the right field line. Nobody on, 2 strikes, 2 out. Aria with a windup and the throw. Here's another high fly, again off the top of the dugout. So one thing about Larkin Connor, she likes this right field line, is she can get it over in fair territory. One thing about it, if she does, Reese Ammons over there is a very good outfielder. It's going to be hard to get one by her. That pitch just missing for a ball. I mean, just missing. So 1-2 the count now with 2 out. Runner at first. Aria with a windup now. That off-speed pitch a little bit high for a ball. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. But it chases, is it Larkin Connor back, I believe, and Taylor Johnson hanging in there, hitting those foul balls. This one is going to be in play down to second base. Hadley on over to first in time. Hadley Schuler is really tough on defense, and that's going to be out number 3 off the bat of Taylor Johnson. So Tuscola leaves 1 on base as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Our Lady Devils right now on top, 8-0. More softball coming up. We want fans, welcome back. We need 2 more runs here on the bottom of the 4th inning. That would make it a 10-0 lead. I know that is sometimes wishful thinking to win in 5, but hey, whatever it takes. Here's a ball well hit, but it's going to be possibly caught, and it is out in right field. Well hit ball from Daisy Frizzell for a fly ball into right field, and good play out there for Tuscola. Out there in right field is Mary Turner. That's going to be 1 down. Carly Tisateski, Hadley Schuler coming up next for the Lady Devils. Carly hit a smash, a big triple with 3 RBIs her last time at bat. I mean, she just nailed it and went all the way to the right field fence. Pitch in for a ball. And that's the thing, when you're the opposing pitcher and you're having to look at some of these hitters like Carly and Riley and, Kennedy, some of these players, some of these seniors, man, that's a tough out. Here's a shot into left field. That's going to be in for at least a base hit. Carly is going to round first, and she's going to come easily into second base with a stand-up double. So Carly, a triple and a double in her last 2 times, and now Hadley Schuler, who has connected twice. She popped to second base her first time and to shortstop her last time up. Aria Toinita, our new pitcher, is going to be on deck. But Hadley Schuler, man, her glove has been outstanding today. Big catch earlier and a good play just a moment ago with the grounder at second base. Her defense is rock solid. Some of these girls, of course, played basketball. I know Carly and Hadley and some of the some of our Lady Devils. Some of our Lady Devils played volleyball, so pitch inside for a ball. And Carly can run, so being at second base, she is liable to take off at just about any time. She is so athletic. Of course, she played center on the basketball team this year. Pitch high for a ball. Now we see the Tuscola outfield. They started coming in on that last pitch, and now they back out. Hadley, a good bat, I think, can hit it to any field. Here's the windup and the pitch going to be high. Pick out, throw it down to second base. They get Carly off the bag, but she slides into third base safely. Wow. Again, Carly thought for a minute she was going to be hung up, but she slides into third base now on that pickoff throw to second. I think she realized, hey, I can't go back. So she hustled on down to third base and slides in with one out here on the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch high for a ball. And now easing on down, by the way, that last pitch was ball 4 to Hadley Schuler, and now it's going to be Aria Toinita batting. And again, having a good game coming into pitch after playing first base. There's a hard shot at the shortstop who can't get a handle on it. She's going to throw to third, and throwing into third is going to be safe, but I'm afraid we may be out of second base. We tried to stretch that base hit into a double, and Aria is going to be thrown out at second.
You still scored one, right?
So Aria base hit with an RBI, and that's going to be a 9-0 lead now, I believe.
It is 9.
9-0 for the Lady Devils now with just one out.
2 outs. Should be 2. We flew out.
2 outs. That's right. We had an out earlier. Now the play at second base for out number 2. Swing and a miss. Lady Devils with run number 10 at third base for Kennedy Anthony at the plate now. Again, Hadley Schuler down at third. She's quick. So if the ball goes into play almost anywhere, she is very capable of scoring. Pitch in, missing for a ball to Kennedy. On deck is Molly Woodard. Last time up, I tell you, Kennedy's had a great day. Big double, 2 RBIs into left center field. Last time got a base hit and an RBI, so 3 ribbies on the day for Kennedy. Her and Carly, between them, they have 6 RBIs. Here's a high shot that's going to be caught in center field, and that's going to be out number 3. So our Lady Devils leave 1 on base after 4. It's 9-0 Swain. We'll be back.
Thank you for being a sustaining member of Maroon Devils Network Live. Now that the fall sports season is over, we'd like you to stick around and enjoy the countless hours of winter and spring sports yet to be broadcasted on Maroon Devils Network. Even if you're not interested in basketball, women's soccer, baseball, wrestling, or softball, your continuing support of $5.99 per month is a huge help to the Swain Athletic Program, as it gives us funding to help all of these sports. Every penny of your support goes directly to our student athletes to help their teams. So remember to let it ride so we can keep this maroon machine running. Thank you.
Fans, welcome back to Swain County High School. Our Lady Devils with 1 run there on the bottom of the 4th inning have a 9-0 lead over Tuscola. Here's a bunt that is going to be foul on the third base side. Leading off here for Tuscola is going to be Mary Turner wearing number 0, and it's going to be Amelia Deal on deck. Amelia has one of Tuscola's, now these are unofficial stats, 2 hits on the day for Tuscola. Our Lady Devils have really hit the ball well today, and it's been a good day at the plate, as we saw against Smoky Mountain with that 5-run game to open up the regular season. And Mary Turner digging in here, facing our freshman pitcher, Aria Toinita, coming on to get some game experience. Riley Rawls at first base. Here's another attempted kind of a bunt slap hit. Got to be a strike. So 2 strikes quickly on Mary Turner, who struck out last time, the starting right fielder for Tuscola. Here comes the windup, and the pitch going to be in high. Carly getting a glove on it. One thing about Carly, yet very, very few balls, if any, get by Carly Tisateski. I mean, it's just a rare thing for a pass ball. Here's a ball that's going to be up in the air, and it's going to be caught. Wow, outstanding catch coming on out there. That is just outstanding catch out there by the Lady Devils. Was that Daisy Frizzell? Yeah, Daisy out in center field, coming on with a great catch, because that ball was starting to die and looked like it was going to be in for a single. But Daisy, great catch. Great catch, and again, that defense is stepping up. 1 down. And again, batting now is going to be Amelia Deal, and the top of the lineup on deck with Kinsey Messer. Under the lights here. If you're watching live on the Maroon Devils Network, pitch is going to be in for a strike. One thing I've learned, as Joe Holt very well knows, and our coaches know, a lot of the players like to go back and watch it because they can watch it later online. And that's a pretty cool thing. They can watch themselves play. Here's a ground ball to first base. Riley got it. Kind of popped it up in the air, but pulls it down easily for out number 2. So 2 down, nobody on for Tuscola. And that's going to bring up again Kinsey Messer, their leadoff hitter, who has walked and grounded to third base in 2 times. On deck behind Kinsey is going to be Sydney Snowden. And again, nobody on, 2 out, top of the 5th. Tuscola looking for their first run. Swing and a miss on a low pitch, strike 1. And as we mentioned earlier, getting our first look at Aria Toinita, our freshman pitcher, she's got velocity. This is a good fastball. Pitch high for a ball. And as Riley Rawls will tell you, as you get more experience and play more softball, you develop more pitches, off-speed pitches, rising fastball. And Riley has one of the best breaking balls, off-speed pitches in the business. Here's a shot. That's going to be to Kennedy on over to first. Oh, boy, that's close, and they're going to say safe. Oh, our infield not happy with that call. Our infield not happy at all with that call. That was extremely close and could have gone either way. So that's going to be an infield single. But again, if you beat out a Kennedy Anthony throw from shortstop, you got to be quick because she throws a rocket. So got a runner on, and it's going to be Sydney Snowden, struck out last time for the Mountaineers. Aria, ground ball right back to her. Should be an easy out, number 3. And it is, as Tuscola leaves one stranded. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Swain 9, Tuscola 0. More softball coming up. Here we go, bottom of the fifth inning. Molly Woodard will lead off for the Lady Devils, leading 9-0 here. First pitch in for a ball, and again, doing a pretty good job coming on in relief for Tuscola. Their starting shortstop who came on in relief, talking about as now we look at pitch number 2. And again, coming on in relief was Kendall Williamson. Her and Kendall and Madison Brooks switched positions, pitcher to shortstop. Lady Devils here on the bottom of the fifth with a run will end this game here in the bottom of the fifth inning. In softball, a 10-run lead in 5 innings, and the game is over. There's a foul ball. No play off the bat of Molly. Struck out last time. Madeline is going to be on deck. But we've seen some good defensive plays. Tuscola had a really good catch out there in center field. We've seen Hadley Schuler, what she can do with the glove, and Daisy Frizzell over in left field. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Going to be over to first base, and that one's going to be in time. No. Wow. I'm maybe a little surprised, but the umpire said safe, and that's all that matters. That is going to be an infield hit. And we've seen some close plays today. So our Lady Devils get an infield hit. Molly Woodard hustling all the way, beating out the throw to first base. Madeline Bird batting now. Madeline at the plate last time up. Got a base on balls, pitch in, going to be inside for a ball. So we have a runner on and nobody out here in the fifth inning. Pitch high, pick out throw to first, not in time. Both catchers not afraid to fire it down there. On deck is going to be Allie Stevenson following Madeline Bird here. Pitch in for a strike. Down at first base, Molly Woodard can scoot as well. She's a good runner, so if we get the ball in play, it's going to be tough to get her out. She can go. Pitch. Oh, that ball hit the batter, so Madeline gets hit by a pitch, and Molly eases on down to second base now. So runners at first and second, and no out. And again, we're going to have Allie Stevenson batting now, and got a courtesy runner coming in again for the Lady Devils. And again, it's going to be Reese Ammons. We've got some good runners. Reese, Mackenzie Bird. I think both have scored today. I think Mackenzie scored our first run as a pinch runner for Riley Rawls. Swing and a miss from Allie Stevenson. And then on deck is going to be Riley Rawls. Nobody out. And a golden opportunity for our Lady Devils to win our second game in 5 innings. Allie, foul ball. But again, even though the sun has gone down and it is getting cooler, it's still kind of a pleasant evening here at Swain County High School with the lights on. The good thing is there's no breeze, because that makes it chilly. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 1. And that's going to bring up top of the lineup now. Riley Rawls at the plate. Riley has been hit by a pitch, walked, and flied out to left field in 3 times. Daisy Frizzell will be on deck. With 1 down, runners at first and second. Our Lady Devils wanting that run in. Pitch in for a ball. Both Riley and Daisy have hit the ball hard today. Pitch in for a strike. And again, runners ready to go at first and second base. Pitch high for a ball. Riley and Daisy have a pretty good feeling there may be an RBI between these two hitters. Pitch in, missing for a ball.
3 balls.
So 3-1 the count now on Riley. There's a ground ball, and I think it might have hit her foot, so that would make it a foul ball. Yeah, I think it kind of fouled off her foot as she gets out of the box and kind of shakes her foot there. So looks like she's okay. So full count now. 3-2 with one down. Oh, that hit her. Holy cow. She's been hit twice. And, man, that has to hurt because the Tuscola pitcher can bring it. I mean, she's not throwing fluff. She is bringing it. So now the bases loaded. Daisy Frizzell batting on the day. Daisy has walked, got an RBI and a fielder's choice, and flied to right field. Anything in the outfield, I've got to believe, is a potential RBI. We'll see. Bases loaded. The infield moving in some. And now Riley's going to get a pinch runner, and she's limping a little bit. That ball hit her pretty good. And we hope she's going to be okay. Now coming in to run is going to be Emma Maney for the Lady Devils, number 13. And stepping in is going to be Daisy Frizzell. Golden opportunity for a game-winning hit. With one out, there's a foul ball. Bases loaded. On deck will be Carly Tisateski. So again, some good bats. The Lady Devils have put 9 runs up. Pitch in for a ball, 1-1 the count, bases loaded.
She walks one in, it's over.
Only one out. Talk about a pressure situation if you're the Tuscola pitcher. This is tough. Here's a high pop-up. And, wow, that one's going to drop in, and the run is going to score, and that's the ball game. I believe that is a 10-run rule. That ball dropped in, the run scored from third, and I've got to believe that's it. Unless there's something I'm missing. The officials are talking. Yeah, they're coming off the field. That's got to be the ball game. The ball, it was a high pop-up. It was not caught. It was a tough situation. All the runners had to hold. Then our runner scored from third, and again, that's 10 runs. So that's going to wind it up here. A tough way to end the game as that ball hit the ground. So I'm not real sure what the coaches and umpires are discussing here. I don't know if there was runner interference. I don't know if there was defensive player interference with the base runner or what. But apparently that's going to be the end of the game. Coach Bronson Cook still talking it over with the home plate umpire. They're not happy, obviously. And but I think that's a 10-0 win in 5 innings. Now the officials talking with head coach Toby Burrell. So let's hang on just a minute. I'd be surprised if anything changes. I think that's the game. But hey, we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. Well, our players are coming over, I think, to shake hands with their players, so I think that means the game is probably over, I think. So, yeah, here come the Tuscola players. They're they're all going to shake hands. I think a lot of these girls know each other. A lot of them play travel ball together. But that's the final score. Lady Devils win their second game in a 5-run 10-0 rout. We'll be back with a post-game show in just a moment.
Thank you for being a sustaining member of Maroon Devils Network Live. Now that the fall sports season is over, we'd like you to stick around and enjoy the countless hours of winter and spring sports yet to be broadcasted on Maroon Devils Network. Even if you're not interested in basketball, women's soccer, baseball, wrestling, or softball, your continuing support of $5.99 per month is a huge help to the Swain Athletic Program as it gives us funding to help all of these sports. Every penny of your support goes directly to our student athletes to help their teams. So remember to let it ride so we can keep this maroon machine running. Thank you.
Fans, welcome back on the postgame show. Our Lady Devils have won our second game here with a 5-run, 10-0 win over the Tuscola Mountaineers. Ladies, how does it feel to get our second win in 5 innings here? A great start this year.
It feels really good because last year they had a walk-off homer on us, and it's our get-back.
Hey, yeah, that's a good point. Again, I forgot about that walk-off home run last year, so I'm sure they remember that. Talking about home runs, Carly, you almost had one against Smoky Mountain. It hit the top of the fence out there. And again, another big triple today, I think, with 3 RBIs. So how do you like the way you're hitting the ball so far?
I'm pretty happy, especially my first at bat. I struck out, so I'm glad that I'm finally getting in a groove again.
Well, let me ask you. I know Aria come on to pitch, giving Riley a little break and getting Aria some in-game experience. So, how is it catching for Aria? She's obviously different than Riley, I guess.
Honestly, it's kind of feels about the same.
Does it?
I mean, yeah, they've both got good speed and they've got good movement on the ball.
Yeah, they both pitched real well. Now playing good defense. Y'all made some good plays out there. I know Hadley, that catch out here in shallow right field was one of the better plays of the game. So your defense is doing great this year.
Oh, yeah. We're really excited to play teams that are going to hit the ball so that we can show out our defense all the time.
And the outfield really looks good because no matter where they hit the ball, the outfield is really doing a great job out there.
Oh, yeah. They know not to let it hit the green.
Now, Carly, we got to, I know you girls know we got Murphy coming up next. Any thoughts about playing Murphy? You've got to be careful what we say now. I know it's a big rivalry, but obviously that's a big game coming up on Tuesday that we all want to win, don't we?
Oh, yeah. We're excited for it. First conference game. We'll go out there and do good. We'll play our good D.
Yeah, no doubt, Carly. And you've seen, you guys have seen Murphy a lot, and that's just a big rivalry every time we play, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and especially going from playing home and away with them, they're both really close, and then it's tough games each time we play them.
Oh, no doubt. Hey, we appreciate you ladies being on the postgame show. 2 wins in a row and 5 innings of a great start to the season. Hey, good luck next Tuesday. So let's make it 3 in a row. How about it?
Oh, yeah, we will. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Fans, again, our Lady Devils a 10-0 win over Tuscola, a very good softball team, no question about it. But again, a very impressive Lady Devil win tonight. Join us next time here on the Maroon Devils Network.
Thank you for being a sustaining member of Maroon Devils Network Live. Now that the fall sports season is over, we'd like you to stick around and enjoy the countless hours of winter and spring sports yet to be broadcasted on Maroon Devils Network. Even if you're not interested in basketball, women's soccer, baseball, wrestling, or softball, your continuing support of $5.99 per month is a huge help to the Swain Athletic Program as it gives us funding to help all of these sports. Every penny of your support goes directly to our student athletes to help their teams. So remember to let it ride so we can keep this maroon machine running. Thank you.